Hello, everybody, and welcome to Brooklyn Crokinole Club. Today, we're bringing you semifinal singles action from our main event that happened on April 15th, 2023. This match is featuring Ryan on the left and Marc on the right. Ryan getting the highest point total in the round robin rounds, and Marc getting the fourth highest, so a 1-4 seed happening here as they volley for who gets to go first. This match, of course, between two titans of Brooklyn Crokinole Club. They've faced each other many, many times in the past, Marc taking the majority of those matches, and Ryan knows it. Ryan very eager for some retribution as we get underway here, and Ryan starts off strong by hitting his open 20 in the first round here, and Marc responds as he will do. And Ryan first to miss here, giving a hanger 20 opportunity to Marc, which he collects, and then Ryan leaves a shot a little bit short. Marc checking out his angles here to see what he can do here. Gets the takeout, leaves the disc on Ryan's side of the board of the house. Ryan goes through Hogan's alley, gets the takeout, and leaves his disc basically in the same spot, and Marc does the same thing. And Ryan doesn't get the off, but does get a nice ricochet 20. Marc an open chance at a 20. Oh, and he gets himself some In-N-Out burger instead. Oh, and Ryan's shot jams on him. And Marc dominating this round now. Up 320 to 2. Coming down to the last shots here. Not a whole lot that Ryan could do except for hope for a bounce back 20 off a peg. It doesn't get it, unfortunately. So this round will go to Marc. Gets the takeout, which he does. So the first round to Marc. Up 2 points to nothing in this race to 9. Marc starting the second round strong with an open 20. Ryan responds with a 20 of his own. And we got a 20 race going here. Who's going to be the first to miss? Ryan gets his second, and Marc gets his third of the round. And Ryan just barely gets it to roll back into the 20. And Marc first to miss here in the second round, leaving it a bit short. Just over the 20 hole. And Ryan doesn't get the off here, but does leave his disc in a spot. Marc probably could have gone for a ricochet 20 from the left side, but decides to try and follow through on the right and launches Ryan's disc right off the board and all the way to the wall. As action resumes here, Ryan going to play for the outside disc. Gets a roll over to Marc's side of the board. Marc takes it out. Hides his disc behind a peg there. And Ryan just takes the one disc out. Tied in the 20 count until that beautiful angle in 20 shot. Ryan called shenanigans on that. Not fair. And then he responds by peeling, resetting the board. Last shot. And Ryan with the hammer needs a follow through 20 to tie the second round. Does get the off, but unfortunately doesn't get the 20, so Marc will take the second round as well, up 4 points to nothing in this race to 9. Starting the third round, Ryan misses his shot a little bit long. Marc going for a follow-through, and again launches Ryan's disc off of the board. Says, "You don't belong here." And now Ryan has an opportunity for a follow-through 20, a very long follow-through 20, doesn't really get it. And Marc with the bounce back off the peg. Ryan again calling shenanigans here. We've got to make it interesting. We've got to make good content for everybody. So now Ryan has an open chance here. He does respond to even the 20 count. Marc going again for another bounce back off that peg. This time he doesn't get it. Evens it out a little bit. You make one, you miss one. And then Ryan, again, doesn't get the takeout here, but does get a ricochet 20. And Marc, actually, with a very rare mistake, just grazes Ryan's disc and loses his shooter. Marc now with a disc on his side of the board, firmly planted over the center hole. Ryan going for it, and his disc actually clips the center hole, but he does manage to get the takeout and peel. And Marc responds by peeling his own disc as well. Ryan now has an open 20. Takes a little bit of time, maybe a little bit of a breather. Looks like he's going for a Conrad shot, and was very upset about not placing his disc where he wants it. Invokes the great name of John Conrad, but he does recover to get the extra 20, and Marc needed to sink that 20 for the tie, misses it long, so now Ryan takes his first round. Scores now 4-2 in favor of Marc going into the next round, which starts with another bit of a 20s race here. Marc being the first to miss, getting himself some In-N-Out burger, but now Ryan leaves a little rebound hanger 20, which Marc gets, and he also gets a takeout as well. And Ryan again with a nice little slide back 20 to even the count. Marc responding, both of these shooters on top of their game. At the start of this round, Marc plays it to the outside. Content to stay there, Ryan rolls it back into the house. And Marc again says, no, I want to be out here. Marc saying it is his house, not yours. Keep out. Ryan with an angle in opportunity. Oh, just over the hole. Good shot, though. And Marc hitting 2 rails, but doesn't get the 8-ball in the pocket. Leaving Ryan with a takeout 20 opportunity and gets it to tie the round. So now still a 2-point differential. Marc up 5-3. Ryan leaves his first shot short and on the line. Marc taking care of it, and then Ryan pulling his disc back to his side of the board. Marc does get the takeoff, doesn't peel. Ryan content right now to play on his side of the board, hoping to force a mistake, which he gets. Marc testing the pillars of wisdom. Ryan with an open shot. Oh, it just goes over. And Marc with a good follow through 20 to go up in this round in the 20 count. This time, Ryan does get the open 20 here. And also this time, Marc hits his mark and gets Ryan's disc off. So now we're basically where we started from. Oh, and this time, again, Marc just launching discs off the board. He's a madman. Madman Marc. Ryan gets an open 20 to go up in the 20 count, and Marc ties it up with the hammer. And Ryan keeps it in play, and Marc needed that 20 in order to tie, so we have a second draw in a row here. 6-4 in favor of Marc. This time, Marc will shoot first. Ryan has the hammer, and Marc does make his first 20. Oh, and this time Ryan wants him in and out. And Marc capitalizing. Now up 2 20s. And Ryan again missing just a little bit long. Oh, and this time Marc loses his shooter, leaving Ryan's disc on the board. Could go for a bump and run here. Might look a little bit off to him. Just a little off angle. Decides to go straight in from the far left. And lips out. Now Marc might have a double takeout opportunity and also possibly a double takeout 20 opportunity here. It just goes for the 1, gets it. Leaves his disc in the house. He's up by 2 20s. Doesn't need to do anything careless here. And again, a double takeout opportunity. Marc gets 1 and shoves Ryan's disc outside. Now a nice easy hanger. Oh, for Marc, but he doesn't get it. He gets his disc out into the 5 circle. And Ryan with an excellent angle in 20 from the 5. And Marc content with a hit and stick, keeping his disc on, making Ryan have to shoot at it. And again, another angle in from the 5. Ryan tying this match up. Marc hitting his open 20, so now Ryan has to hit his open 20 in order to tie this match. And we have a third draw in a row. Great match brewing between these two competitors here. Marc still up by 2 points. And with the hammer for this round, Ryan makes his first open 20. Marc responds. And Ryan again. And Marc responds. So another good 20s race between these to start this round. And again, Ryan leaves his a little bit short. Maybe not enough for a 20 straight on. Marc going for the little touch, does get the off, and a very heavy hanger for a follow-through opportunity, and Ryan almost gets it, not enough force behind it, though. And Marc also not able to cash in on that hanger, so they just keep trading spaces now, and it looks like a draw is inevitable again, maybe, the way this is going. Ryan sizing it up, see which angle he wants to go. He wants to try that follow through, and does get it, and does manage to get the takeout, resetting the board and going up in the 20 count. And Marc gets himself some In-N-Out burger as a response, giving Ryan a very similar opportunity here. And cashes in on that again, now up 2 20s. Marc gets the open 20 to keep the pressure on Ryan. Ooh, who just lips in and out for his shot and misses long. And Marc, trying for that little ricochet, leaves another heavy hanger for a follow-through. Ryan's still up by a 20, but does not have the hammer, so he can secure 2 points with a follow-through 20 here, but it is not an easy task. Oh, and this time he does not get it. Got 2 earlier in the round, but not this time. And Marc, again, we have a tie, a takeout 24 draws in a row. Score now 8-6 in this race to 9. A tie now will win the match for Marc. Ryan does need to win 2 in a row here. And Marc missing his first open 20 shot. Oh, but Ryan loses his shooter and is very upset about it. Marc again leaves his shot long. I don't know if Ryan does have a double takeout opportunity here, but he is going to try to get the follow-through at least. He does manage to get the off, but plays to the outside instead of staying in the middle and cashing in. Marc now is very content with playing to the outside. Does peel, and Ryan now looks to clean up the board, and we reset. We now have 4 shots each in this round. And this time, Marc gets the first 20 of the round. Ryan needing to respond, but just hits it long. Marc takes the disc out. Oh, and a dagger. Ryan giving Marc a 20 and another 20 opportunity on the follow-up shot. Plays to the outside instead. Ryan with very little hope. Oh, could have gotten yet another angle-in shot. And that will do it here. This shot is inconsequential as Marc will take this match 10-6. Another very fine battle between our two competitors today as we look at some of the highlights from this match. This race to 9. Boy, howdy, there were some circus shots going on, some angle-ins, some follow-throughs, bounce-backs, everything this match had. But Marc will advance to the finals for the main event. As we look at some of the better shots of the match in total. Very good 20 shooting and circus shooting from both of our competitors again. And if you're interested in playing and hanging out with us, please do follow the links in the description below. Follow us on our Facebook Meetup and Eventbrite to keep up to date on the next events. And we'll see you at the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.